I'm Papoose in the car with the freestyle.
Terrance, you look like Solo, boy.
Evil Knievel. I could
One
never
nigga
fuck
bring
with
two
Eagles.
niggas.
I meet with different
Two
peoples.
niggas bring four.
Me and Clarissa courtside in the mister.
You.
Yo, it's the MalloryBros podcast, episode 262. Terrell, what area we repping?
Big shout out to everybody Southeast. Let me say this over. Big shout out to everybody Southeast Wisconsin. It's y'all got some names. These cities got some names on y'all.
Yes, sir.
Waukesha, Racine, Kenosha.
Kenosha.
I think I've been in Kenosha.
I think I've been in Kenosha too for some reason.
Oh, I feel like somebody rhymed with Kenosha, Nova Scotia, you know?
You don't want to get me started.
Shout out everybody in the West Bend. Some of the people in Sheboygan.
That's Sheboygan's one of those ones?
Sheboygan. Sheboygan.
Wow, that's crazy. I've definitely heard that one. I heard that in the Caitlin Clark joint.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Episode 262. Big shout out to everybody out there. I was telling Terrance, do y'all have a sports team? You know? I was like, yo, are
it gotta be the Bucks
fans or?
Let me just say this. I can put you in a log cabin somewhere in Hampton. I thought he said Wisconsin.
What you mean? Somewhere in Wisconsin. Girl, ain't nothing to the pain. We can change your last name.
That's it. There we go. I needed somebody to do it. So, Trey, you do it.
I can put you in the log cabin.
No.
Oh, all right. Well, I thought you wanted me to start
Lame.
the whole verse over. He said,
I put you in a mansion somewhere in Wisconsin, 262. Man, ain't nothing to the pain. We can change your last name. What's happening?
I ain't tripping if you got it. What you asking?
No, he said
put you in a mansion somewhere in Wisconsin. You see, you thinking that it's the start of the verse is really in the middle. I really just like the second, third bar.
Man,
anyway,
ain't nothing to the pain. We can change your last name.
You dress like somebody's uncle that used to.
I told Terrell I love these glasses.
You know what, Terrance?
These glasses make you feel like you like the person's looking over you.
Nah, yeah, you definitely got a dope look.
Did you bring your ID? No. Sheila.
Right.
She here to get a driver's license. She ain't bring her ID. The lady, the MVA.
You look like you love a good book. You look like you love a novel.
What do you look like, boy?
Written seven novels.
Terrell, fuck out of here.
You don't call them books, you call them novels. You're a novel.
You look like you are on the cast list.
I have a novel.
You look like you're on the cast list of Why Did I Get Married? The next one like shit, boy. The one Tyler Perry was just talking about, boy. You definitely dressed for the occasion like shit, boy.
I put this shirt on because I said, you know, it's light. It's like kind of dress casual.
You look like you ain't.
Terrance will offset us because he's not gonna wear an uncle shirt. This nigga wore his pattern.
I didn't. This is a great. I love this shirt.
It's quilted northern, boy. Look like, oh, do you know they have black?
This nigga look like he ain't the only one at the table that's got secrets.
Ted, you can't laugh that hard at your own joke. You can't laugh at your own joke.
I'm sorry, that's
a
funny.
funny joke. That's a funny joke.
You do look like whatever, or you look like you don't want to be married. Y'all remember him? Remember
like,
Tyler Perry got serious?
Boy, you like Troy, boy. You was all about jail. I can help you lose that weight, girl.
Nah, that's you, boy.
Can we get you?
Y'all know what else Terrell look like? You look like a nigga. You look like you drove the boat in Anaconda like shit, boy. You look like you look like a nigga that's on a swamp and you riding the boat sweating, don't he? He look like he keep a cigarette right here. Fuck out of here. This shirt, you got a Tarzan.
You look like the Anaconda, boy. You was the star.
Why does this look like a Tarzan collection? Fuck out of here, boy. You look like you the king of the jungle.
Like, okay, boy, you look like a cricket.
They made that from all fresh.
You was a dancer. You look like, hello, my lady. Hello, my lady.
Terrell look like a nigga that played 2K on broadcast. Y'all know what that mean? Terrell look like a nigga that played 2K on broadcast.
You see me dribbling?
This nigga playing with the widescreen. Look, the nigga playing like the wide. How he see? This nigga be crossing you up.
I'm shooting from wherever. I don't know who at the block.
Let me tell you something. You look like you work at a black-owned Top Golf, boy.
All right, bet. Look like I own the joint. Meanwhile, you look like the
you look like you work at the black-owned Top Golf.
Like
that joint's called.
That drive them carts we be trying to hit while they out there, boy. Weekend recap. Terrance, how was the week? What'd you get into?
I think I had a good week, y'all. Other than the fact that more HVAC, issues that I'm dealing with, which is just so annoying. What's funny?
More HVAC. He's an unk. He starts his recap with his Unk shirt.
How is this an Unk shirt?
More HVAC.
You niggas are not about to tell me this is an Unk shirt.
This is a nigga that starts telling you about his day and you forget. You regret asking. You go, oh shit, this motherfucker had a time for his day.
He's talking
about your today issue, boy. We talking about
sick of calling the HVAC motherfuckers out. Them motherfuckers
so
frame a day.
Tell everybody what happened.
I'm not gonna tell everybody what happened. The whole thing. It's just having to call and set the day up, and then they give you a window, and then they come at the end of your window. It's annoying. They give you a fucking 8 to 2. They showing up 150. This nigga got a Subway sandwich wrapper. What the hell?
Right. I'm gonna have to take lunch.
I'm just playing. He didn't.
Right.
But I actually had a very, very, very great technician. I left a great review. Bro was great.
Whose uncle is
respectable.
Next, he's gonna tell you his favorite Girl Scout cookie. Oh, I love Samoas when they come in town.
Nah, all right. My favorite Girl Scout cookie is the one with the peanut butter, but it's covered in chocolate all the way.
Oh, the tag along.
Boy, God, them or Samoas. Samoas, I will eat the whole joint.
Samoas, I can
eat the whole
Samoas,
joint.
I didn't like when I was little, and I grew up, and I can appreciate them. But I'm just not a coconut guy.
He was a weird guy.
Gigi can eat a coconut popsicle, bro. I will throw up. I can't do it. If it's just that raw coconut taste, I can't do it. Y'all ever had a Coco Loco at like a resort? Like
I could probably do it. You pina colada type of dude?
I can 100% do that. Yeah, I can do pina colada flavors because I've had that.
When did you have it?
Nigga, we had pina colada all the time. You can get a Fanta. Not a Fanta. You ever had the pina colada Fanta? They had it was limited. It was fire.
Oh my God, so fire.
The pina colada at the movies, icy joint?
Yes. The icy pina colada fire.
Had it. They normally just have Coke, blue raspberry, and red. But if you walk
just
up
the
and
blue
see
raspberry.
that ice glacier looking joint, it's pina. And then look, bro, we went to Costa Rica. That was the best pina colada margarita I've ever had in my life.
White raspberry.
Costa Rica was the best pina colada margarita I've ever had in my life.
Best pina colada that I ever had in my life. My baby girl was born. It was 9/19. The hospital that we stayed at actually gave us complimentary pina coladas. You remember that? Were you there?
What?
It was, me, A-Train. It was Mom, Candace, Dad. We all got pina coladas. When I tell you it was like, the hospital was like, hey, we got pina coladas if y'all want them. We said, you know what? Fuck it. When I tell you that motherfucker slap,
why wasn't I there?
I don't know where y'all was at. Remember you and G, it took y'all a minute to kind of come in.
No, we didn't even get to see Sonny in person until like day 2, something like that.
Yeah.
3. I had already was about to leave. My bad, bro. You was in the middle of your recap. We bullshitting this joint.
Definitely a good weekend. Definitely preparing for a big party this weekend, believe it or not. So definitely a lot of that going on as far as A-Train side. Just to keep the weekend going, man, it's definitely been a busy weekend for me and A-Train, trying to keep the house clean. We gearing up for travel soon. We got a big birthday party coming up, believe it or not. So we got a lot of wheels turning on that end. But the Sunday at Terrell's house was dope, man. We got to play Uno teams. That was dope for me and A-Train, you know?
That's new. Yeah, that's new.
Yeah.
That I don't like that game. I don't like it. We need to play the regular Uno. I'd rather get the giant Uno cards and we just play our way.
Yeah.
If y'all ever tried to play, because Candace, shout out to Candace, she was trying to play the new game by the Uno rules, which means if I got 3 6s, I can only put down 1. I don't like it. The game took forever.
Candace, if you watching this, she knows she butchered the rules. Candace halfway through reading rules like, oh, you know what that card actually does? What you mean? We already been playing. It's your go. Because I done already took L's from this card.
What was my weekend recap?
No, wait, I'm not done.
All right, go ahead. You can.
I'm getting into a couple things, y'all. I'm trying to be a little bit more personal with y'all. Y'all watch the podcast. I feel like these days go by and I just don't tell y'all little small things that I get into, little small things. One thing that I've always been into, y'all, is boxing. That's one thing I've always been into. Like, I've seen every Muhammad Ali fight, every Floyd Mayweather fight, every Manny Pacquiao fight, every Terrance Bud Crawford fight. I've seen every Gervonta Tank Davis fight, every single one. Every Tyson Fury fight, every Deontay Wilder. That's one of the best. One of my favorite runs was his.
Yeah.
But I was a fan of watching it. Like 2 weeks ago, I got some boxing gloves. They was too small. For me, they was just 12 ounce. And I was like, you know what? These too small. I ordered them and didn't even look at the number. But I got some 12 ounce joints. I got some 16 ounce joints. 16 ounce joints. I got these like 2 weeks ago, y'all. But like, I told Terrell, I've been throwing my hands, bro. I've been throwing my hands.
Yeah.
If I could show y'all a video, I'm sharp. I'm on Terrell. And the only reason why I'm doing it, y'all, is because I'm not preparing for a fight more so than I told Terrell. Just looking for a different vessel of cardio one after the workout. Because I feel like that's just a great thing. My gym don't have a heavy bag. But then also, I feel like if you a man and you watching this, you need to let your hands go, bro. At any point, somebody gonna try to step to you and whatever, and I feel like, okay, bet you need to. Me and Terrell have this talk all the time because you do need to be strapped, but like also, nigga, what if your shit in your whip, or what if your shit in your whatever?
Nah, yeah, you might need to squabble.
You're gonna have extended at a certain point.
These niggas saying the nigga that you boop bop in the club, he's gonna be like, just wait, nigga. When you get outside, he's gonna be stumbling towards you.
See that, and then that's my thing. My goal is to not get out here and be on some street beef, fight of the week, left corner,
legend,
YouTuber, to do the reactions for the Lil Wayne videos.
You can tell that nigga.
You can tell he only seen one. I'm not here to fight nobody. I'm just here for on the defense and then for the cardio.
Yeah, for the cardio.
But I felt like, you know what, I should say that. I'm also feeling like you seeing a lot more people getting gloves.
No,
I love
it. Ready to say,
you seeing a lot more people getting gloves.
Nigel and them, all of the young niggas that got brands and
Shout
shit.
out to bruh.
They all be boxing and shit now for like, first of all, it's a dope ass hobby. And I think it's a dope hobby to get into because number one, you just make yourself, it's like self-help. It's almost like a nigga going to the gym. If a nigga step to you, you even more confident. Not that you try and take it there, but always want to be prepared in case a nigga snuff you. You know?
Yeah.
And when you do what we do, which is talk shit online for a living.
Yeah, for sure. Then I just feel like, y'all, a real thing for me, y'all, is like, I got a baby girl, man. I'm not taking stay ready. I'm not about to be caught lacking in no type of way, bro. You ain't have your gun and you was a bony ass nigga and you couldn't even pick no way, bro.
What happened when you fight a Samoan?
He better be
285. He gonna slam the shit out of you.
Bro, let me tell you.
You need to. You might shoot him if he not even realize it at first.
If you fight a heavyweight nigga, if you fight a nigga that's 2-something, bruh, if he hits you, it might be daylight. It might be night after the first hit. So what you gotta do is just, you gotta evade that nigga. You can't
fight that nigga in close quarters. Don't fight him in the restaurant. Find a way to talk that nigga into coming outside because you can gas that nigga. You need him to run out of gas before you, fellas. You run a treadmill today at the gym? I bet you didn't.
You gotta find a way to.
He can do all this all he want, but the nigga that's on the treadmill, Terrance will just get into certain stuff, and honestly, y'all, he will just take stuff all the way. Like y'all see how he said he watched all them fights? Do y'all know we lived together when that nigga did that? Guess who didn't give a fuck about Tyson Fury when he fought? Oh, he fought this dude, but guess what? This dude was undefeated before he fought Tyson Fury. I would be like, yo, can we just watch anything else? But bro, he will legit do that. He will go down these rabbit holes. But see, look, you do like that, like what I do with TV shows and movies.
Yeah.
You never talk about it. You be acting like, yeah, Terrell be watching stuff as his vices. I don't do that. But you do. Yours is more sports. You'll watch, I told niggas, Terrance will watch a documentary on how, damn y'all, it was crazy what happened with Lonzo Ball. I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck.
Come on, Terrell, let's fast forward. Your weekend recap.
My weekend recap was...
And I already said the Uno, but what you had to go to before?
Took crew to this new park, or a park that we went to before. But now that he's bigger, we went back to that park. And oh my God, lights out difference. First time we went, he was still under a year old, so he's just kind of like getting around it. But bro... First of all, they upgraded the park. Super nice, gated, sod, turf. You got to take your shoes off to go in the park. That's some next level shit, bro.
Oh, because the sanitary level is one of the next.
No, because it's like memory foam turf. You walk on that joint, it feel like you walking on a motherfucking beach a little bit. You feel like...
But you look like you ready for a beach, boy. You nigga look like you ready for.
Boy, you look like rolling
umbrella in his hand.
Rolling,
in his
boy,
drink.
you look like early taker, boy.
And what you look like early Gold Dust, boy. Fuck out of here. I don't even remember the nigga's music. You look like when you walk out, it's Mark Henry's music.
You look like we would see the one black dude in the biker gang.
Yeah, come on, y'all. Yeah, come on.
We would see the one black dude in the biker gang and say, oh, they got a brother. And then he'll be like...
Look at my pretty with my glasses on.
Wow, that's my twin. I was telling Terrance she looked like the girl from Matilda.
Oh, my pretty
Don't she? Man, we had a good day. For my weekend recap, funny, that picture is actually from Sunday. Me and Gigi hosted. She cooked. I cooked. It was dope. I ain't made a mac in a couple months. Y'all see, I ain't saying nothing about making a mac, but I just wanted to see, I wanted to make sure I was still shocked. But yeah, that was dope, man. It was dope to have everybody over the house. We had everybody over in a minute. And it was dope to cook, have everybody here, eat. We made some chicken. I did a little mixed veggie. It was dope. It was a nice little spread. Gigi did some dessert. She did the pica pollo for us. And the
Didn't you already say all of this? And then you just said you're going to put the mac?
Absolutely not. Okay. Also, this weekend, y'all, I finally kind of got back on track with wrestling. Jesus Christ, has been beating my ass trying to keep up with Raw and NXT and SmackDown. And then when the football season come back, I already know it's going to be tough. But I'm caught back up on that. Spent a lot of time doing that this weekend. But other than that, it was just kind of like a creep to Sunday. And then we had Sunday, and then now we here.
You don't want to say nothing more about wrestling? Because I kind of feel like that's like a thing that you have said and you always say and it goes nowhere.
What?
Oh, I'm getting back into wrestling.
Well, I don't want to...
That's just my smoke point for the podcast. I feel like you always getting back into wrestling, and it's kind of like...
I didn't say I was getting back in.
You did just say I'm getting back and catching back up.
I finally caught all the way up. Because I got back into wrestling. I caught up, and then I took like a month where my life was all over the place.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
So I told you this though.
But like but I felt like how wrestling is not like what you do with it. You be watching wrestling, then you're not watching it, and then
Terrance, it's because I be doing other stuff, and then I be like, oh shit, Raw was last night. Oh shit, SmackDown. And bro, if you miss 2 weeks of wrestling, you miss 6 episodes of something.
That's what I'm thinking. I got a couple things on my joint that I don't know if you're gonna like. I got the Jalen Hurts conversation. Don't know if he wants to have that convo.
Y'all don't want to have that convo with me because I'm not going to be on Jalen Hurts' side.
What's more important, a championship and a Super Bowl MVP or an MVP season and being one of the greatest players in your franchise's history? What do you think is more impressive? If you looking at
you want to start there?
If you want. Because... you got it's Jalen Hurts, Cam Newton, that argument that's been everywhere. Where do you stand on that? Because you're a Jalen Hurts hater, but when with this big debate, you got people who are saying who is better. I don't think the conversation is about who's better. I think we can admit that Cam is more of the athletic talent. We'll give Cam better at the position or better at the game.
One thing.
Jalen Hurts only has 4 or 5 seasons, I believe, so it's still early to even just try to say we know Cam is better. Cam was bigger.
My bad, y'all.
Cam could, break more tackles. I think he was more creative. I'm not sitting here trying to compare those two. I'm gonna put respect on Cam, and I'm gonna let Jalen Hurts earn his keep. But one thing that I will say, bruh has led his team to a Super Bowl and has a Super Bowl MVP. You ask me, I'm sorry, Cam. That's more impressive than your MVP season, bruh.
I think, yes. I think those accolades are more impressive than you having a dope...
Nobody cares that nobody's going to give a fuck in a bunch of years that you won an MVP in a season where y'all didn't win anything.
And this is my issue. And I'm not saying you're an Eagles fan. Because you're not. I know you hate these motherfuckers. But this is my issue with the Jalen Hurts conversation. Cam Newton, top 10 quarterbacks list, is his list based on skill. People, I feel like the Jalen Hurts conversation with Eagles fans, we can't have it without them using team stats. We have to talk about Super Bowl wins. Because this is the thing.
Because he led his team to a Super Bowl. He led his team to...
He
got the Super Bowl MVPs, yes.
So...
if I threw for three tutties, whatever quarterback is going to throw for 2 or 3 touchdowns, run for one of them, and not be known as the nigga who led the team.
You didn't have the best performance in the Super Bowl.
Terrell, it was not
the
Saquon.
Defense
Terrell, but it wasn't Saquon.
We can't give the award to the defense.
Terrell, the nigga Jalen Hurts had two touchdowns and ran one.
He had a good game, but it wasn't the crazy.
I think he ran one.
Come on, y'all. Everybody that watches the Super Bowl knows the defense is the reason they won a Super Bowl, and they just had to give the MVP to this nigga.
And I don't like to get on this nigga's side.
MVP, he got it. Nothing can change it. But like when we have the Jalen Hurts conversation about Cam Newton,
y'all dumb down the Super Bowl performance.
But Terrance, Cam Newton's Super Bowl run, do you know he threw, I think 3,900 yards, whatever. He had 35 touchdowns. He threw 35 touchdowns.
That nigga rushed for a tutty, threw 2 in the Super Bowl, but he not the reason why they won.
Terrance, the nigga.
It's because the defense was going crazy, but also I felt like Patty Mac was going nuts. Fuck it, this is my 5th Super Bowl.
Y'all trying to tell me a nigga that have never Jalen Hurts. This is my thing about the Jalen Hurts.
I'm not trying to do the stats thing, Terrell.
Yeah, because that's the problem. The
you
only
just said
stats you want to talk about is the fact that he won a Super Bowl, which is a team stat.
You about to say
and then he won MVP. Cool, that's a stat. But let's talk about the QB stats. Because when we talk about QB stats, niggas don't want to pay attention. Jalen Hurts has never thrown 4,000 yards. You've never thrown 30 touchdowns. When it comes to QB stats,
but if my team,
we talk about a nigga that threw 18 touchdowns last year and had 2,900 passing yards.
And had one of the best rushing games in the fucking league.
My bad. 20 tush-push TDs. He broke the record for rushing touchdowns.
He had one of the best rushing.
I feel like it just be
go look at
asterisks, and nobody is saying the nigga's not great. He's a great guy. Y'all be putting him over niggas that have thrown 40 touchdowns. Joe Burrow threw 40 touchdowns.
Who was he put over?
5,000
I don't remember anybody putting Jalen over Burrow. Stop.
They put him over Burrow. They put him over Herbert.
You Eagles fans are tripping.
They putting him over Matt Stafford. They putting him over hella people because he got the ring. And this is my thing. Jalen Hurts fans could never put him over certain people, and they know they couldn't with his skill. So he needed the ring in the Super Bowl. And now we having conversations that end like this.
I feel like he led his team. He led his team to a Super Bowl victory, and y'all acting like he really just benefited from a good team. And I felt like he had a good team, but when Joe Burrow went to the Super Bowl, he had a good team. But I still gotta hear that, JD5 is not on Joe Burrow's level because, I mean, come on, Joe Burrow's been to a Super Bowl.
Damn, let's keep it about.
Yes, his numbers was up there, but did Joe Burrow have the rushing game that the Eagles had in their Super Bowl run? No. So it's kind of unfair to just say, well, you had a great team and y'all had a crazy rushing game and you ain't even throw for this much yards. But even though you did everything right,
Terrance,
we can't even respect what you did.
But my question is,
I don't like that. Y'all don't respect what bruh did.
What are you saying that bruh did? What did he do?
The nigga threw for 2 touchdowns and ran for 1 and got a Super Bowl MVP, and we act like he's not the reason they won the Super Bowl. It was the defense, but you wouldn't do that with any other team.
I think you could put any other quarterback.
There's been plenty teams that won because of the defense.
Okay, let me say this. Let me ask you this. You're talking about the game, the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
That he played in. He went off. He outplayed Pat Mahomes twice. He did.
As a nigga.
And won the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
First time he lost, even though Pat Mahomes was injured as fuck and literally won a Super Bowl on literally. Anyway, you outplayed Pat Mahomes there. We'll give you that. And you outplayed him when it counted. Pat was healthy, whatever. Y'all went out there and dogged him. But do you think that still makes him better than some of these other players when it comes to skill?
I'm not.
That's the issue.
Yes.
So you think
I'm in a different bracket with some of you niggas because a lot of you niggas don't talk about skill. You just saying skill, but when I say he's better, you're gonna talk about how he's never thrown for and this person has. So it's not a skill thing; it's a numbers thing.
No, it's a
because this is my thing. I think Terry McLaurin is a lot more skilled than a lot of the top guys, but he don't have the numbers or the seasons to back it up. Because of situations or whatever, but guess what? I could never get off that Terry McLaurin is more skilled than another receiver.
Yes, you can.
Who you can easily throw his numbers in my face, Terrell. You can't.
I can tell you Terry is more skilled at certain receivers because Terry was literally number 1 in breakaway speed 2 years ago. He's one of the fastest in the receiver off that out of a route was Terry 2 years ago. Last year he was number 1 for contested catches. I can argue
Terrell, I'm telling you, I'm a nigga. Terrell, no, trust me. I'm a nigga that argues Terry with the real world. They will not respect what you're saying they gonna say, nigga, Jamar Chase has this many yards and Terry has this many.
I wouldn't put Terry up against.
We arguing the DK. Look,
you can't.
We arguing DK and Terry earlier, and people telling me how many seasons Terry did this.
Terrance, how many having convos about people and you just make it Commanders.
I'm not.
I'm talking JD5 by bringing Burrow because they was comparing JD5 and
No,
Burrow.
I was talking about
We're
Burrow.
having a Terry combo.
We're not talking about Terry, Terrell. I'm using Terry as an example. I was using Terry as an example.
But Terrance, you can't even do what Jalen Hurts. What you doing with Terry?
Yes, I can because
Jalen led in this individual player
Terrell,
stat.
you want me to say
I just gave you 2 stats that I could individually put on Terry.
I think, okay, bet. If you look at his list, right? Who on that list is over? Would you put Herbert over Jalen Hurts?
I think Herbert is a better quarterback.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. That's
Justin
bullshit.
Herbert
You gonna point at numbers. You gonna point at numbers. You gonna point at numbers.
Let me ask you a question.
You're gonna point at numbers with that take. That's bullshit.
Let me ask you a question.
You cannot look on paper and tell me that Herbert is better than Hurts. That nigga's a choke artist. Are you kidding me?
He's
done nothing.
Team stats again. He's talking
Jalen
about
Hurts has showed up in big moments. We're not talking about stats.
Jalen Hurts has never had to show up.
What the fuck you talking about? He just won a Super Bowl.
The nigga never had to show up alone. He came with the
neither has Jalen Hurts. I mean,
number one O-line.
Terrell, neither has Justin Herbert. Do not have scrubs.
Yeah, you just screaming and you acting like you know. And
Justin Herbert got scrubs on his team now.
Justin Herbert did not have nowhere near the defense that
we just watched. Terrell, we
nowhere near the O-line.
Are you kidding me? He had fucking Bosa and Mac. You had Bosa, Mac, and they redid your whole O-line.
All right, let's just look at the defense, Terrance. Now
Bosa and Mac on your defense.
The Chargers defense.
You can say they have Terrell, but you can't say they have nobody. You can't say they have nobody, Terrell. With Bosa and Mac on the line.
Let me ask you a question.
You can't do that.
And we can move on.
You sounding ridiculous.
No. As a quarterback,
we supposed to be talking about skill.
Justin Herbert has thrown, I think, 5,500, broke Peyton Manning's passing yard in the season.
But if you ain't get the job done, if you ain't get the job done, what that mean?
Terrance,
Alfred Morris got the Washington Redskins franchise record for running. You gonna talk about him when you start talking about the greats? No. Because good seasons don't mean.
But Terrance, if niggas tried to say this running back is better than him, it's like, hold on, wait. We still have to go back and look at the raw performance. If you're not putting up yardage and being carried to W's, that's like saying LaShawn McCoy is a 2-time Super Bowl champion.
But you know what's crazy?
Shady, but Shady
we are not seeing Terrell. We did not watch Jalen Hurts. I'm gonna say this. We did not watch Jalen Hurts go out there and throw picks and shit the bed every game. He just didn't go lights out.
He didn't have a.
But it's unfair.
He had a categorically great QB season. 2,900 passing yards. 18 touchdowns. That sounds
how
like
many INTs?
Season. That sounds like a at one point he led
18 touchdowns.
He had 15 last year and 5 last year. He got better with INTs last year.
18 touchdowns.
Really bad year before that.
18 touchdowns.
Say he was top 5 then.
Terrell, I'm sorry, bro. Look, as a nigga that's
18 touchdowns is what? Impressive?
No, but
that's terrible, bro.
Terrell, but y'all got the number one
20 passing, and you got 18.
Terrell, you rapping, bro. You rapping. I'm done with this because you're not gonna let me talk. You're gonna get too carried away. And
you're not gonna go ahead.
Nah, you're not gonna let me talk, so fuck it.
Go ahead. I won't say nothing.
18 touchdowns and only 5 interceptions, and you got the best rushing attack in the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sitting here calling you trash for benefiting from having a great rushing attack because it ain't like you out here throwing 18 touchdowns and 18 picks. Then it will be like you're not really that good.
I don't think that's how football works.
18 touchdowns and 5 interceptions is not horrible. It's just not lights out. But if he had 30 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, you would say that was immaculate, right? 30 and 5?
Yes, then you're Lamar Jackson level.
Okay,
then you're Mahomes.
because of the 30.
Then you're actually
Terrell,
10.
because of the
then
30.
You're actually top 10.
Terrell, because of the 30 or the 5? Because I don't think Lamar had 30 and 5.
Lamar Jackson threw, I think, Lamar Jackson
only less than 5 interceptions or 5 interceptions?
Yes, last year. I'm about to show you. This is a real QB1 right here.
Lamar Jackson's one of the best QBs in the league. I'm not sitting here saying nothing, but like we talk about respect.
Will say that now that Jalen Hurts has a ring and has an MVP, he's better than Lamar because he got it done, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but
I actually respect that though. I respect that.
Okay,
we've watched Lamar not get the job done
last year
several times.
Jalen Hurts was 2,900 passing yards.
Lamar, you can't get your team to a Super Bowl. Sorry, Ravens fans.
That's true, but it's
JD5 got his team in his first year to where Lamar Jackson has
got to an NFC championship. You didn't
his
make
first
it to the
year.
big game.
Lamar never been to the big game.
Neither has JD5.
I'm just saying, in his first year, we already reached.
Lamar went far
we already right here with Lamar.
Lamar went far early too. Y'all ass could still be ringless.
I'm not saying that.
You
I'm
could be just like
Terrell. All I'm talking about is it's been years of Lamar Jackson. You haven't got the job done.
Because now we all over.
Jalen Hurts got it done.
Jalen Hurts last year, you got the job done. You had 2,900 yards and 18 passing touchdowns. This nigga Lamar Jackson had 40.
I love how y'all dumb it down.
I have Derrick Henry on my team. RB1.
Go ahead and say what he threw.
RB1B.
That was his.
Him and Saquon are 1A, 1B. So you can't say.
What was his throwing numbers?
41 passing touchdowns and 4 interceptions.
Damn, that's damn good. But that was MVP. That's an MVP.
That's a top 5 quarterback level.
But Terrell, it's also damn good to only throw. If you ask me, I feel like it's damn good to only throw 5 interceptions.
It is. I just feel like in order for you to get
for
to
the
that
whole
next
year
echelon of QB,
it ain't like he just didn't.
You can show me that you can, like, if the game come down to it, you're on, like, you gotta be the one to win the game. I feel like Justin Herbert, who we shitting on, put him on that Eagles team last year, Terrance, with the best D-line, best O-line, best receiving core.
He's gonna fucking lose. He's gonna throw a pick. He had a great ass team. You didn't want me to get it off. He had a great Chargers team when they lost to the Texans or when they lost
Raiders,
to
I think. It was
whoever they
lost
to. They had a good squad.
I'm never advocating for the Chargers. Fuck the Chargers. I'm a Broncos fan, but I can't let you sit here and make it seem like Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Justin Herbert to me just because he did go win the big show. I feel like
I would rather have Jalen Hurts than Justin Herbert. What am I getting with Justin Herbert that I'm not going to get with Jalen Hurts? I'm getting a Super Bowl champion.
I don't know that
I'm getting somebody who haven't got the job done.
You're going to get a Russ.
Like, that's like saying I'd rather have Caleb Williams than Jalen Hurts. Okay.
I feel like
we could play the what you think you going to get game, but what you know you getting with bruh is a Super Bowl champion, Terrell.
He's not like Pat Mahomes, where you will your team and you win the Super Bowl.
2 touchdowns and a rushing.
You got carried the whole fucking season. You had 2,900 passing yards, Terrance, and push TDs. And you're not even throwing 20 touchdowns. But you want me to put him over Joe Burrow, who's throwing 40 TDs. Josh Allen, who could throw 40
Terrell,
TDs.
no. Nobody's saying he needs to be number one. That's where this is getting nutty. Right, nobody's saying he need to be number one. We just saying y'all not respect. Look, he can't make Cam's top 10 list after winning the fucking Super Bowl. Cam, you really not going to put the man who just got Super Bowl. Imagine somebody do a top 10 point guard list and they got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at 6.
Shai is the heart and soul of that team. They're not there without him.
Terrell, right.
Do you think the Eagles are in the Super Bowl without Jalen Hurts last year? I think yes.
I think no.
I think you could put.
Okay, look, let's get off of this because this is a whack topic. One thing that I'll say just to end this. Terry McLaurin didn't sign his deal, right? You got people who talking about his age, saying that, oh, he too old or whatever. He's not good enough. He hasn't shown, oh, he had this season. Oh, but what about that? Let me tell y'all something. As a man who watched the Commanders every single game last year, I watched the rise of this whole shit, y'all. Terry has been with us since we was Redskins. That team's heartbeat do not beat the same without that man in the locker room. I hope y'all know that. Did he light up the scoreboard every single game with his stats? No, but the nigga's presence was felt every single game. This shit is bigger than just saying, oh, what can he do? What has he done? Sometimes a nigga's mind, his leadership is what helped win games. And I think that's the one thing y'all not going to talk about with Jalen Hurts.
Normally,
y'all going to just talk about numbers. Look at Terrell throwing 2,918 and 5. 2,918 and 5.
At the end of the day,
but the nigga did that and went and won a Super Bowl. That's more impressive.
But now,
you look worse throwing 40 TDs, no touchdowns, and then you got no ring, but you want to get mad at this nigga who... Terrell, I meant no interceptions, my bad. You threw 40 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, no ring.
Legendary
He
season.
threw 18 touchdowns, 5 INTs,
and was carried to the Super Bowl and won. And he had a great game in the Super Bowl and won MVP.
His playoff performance was it.
He had the best
his
team
playoff
ever.
performance. He willed his team to the big game. If Tyrese Halliburton, Terrell.
We have to, again, with Jalen Hurts, we have to talk about team stats. We have to talk about winning games.
Last one I'm going to give y'all, and then we're going to move
the
on.
Super Bowl. We can't talk about the stats, because then it's not even a talk. Then he's
if Tyrese Halliburton would have beat Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and them and won that ring this past whatever, would you see people saying that?
Imagine people start saying Tyrese Halliburton is top 10 in the league right now. But do you see how certain people would say, we can't put Tyrese there because even though he went crazy this year,
Terrell, what if he went crazy, won Finals MVP, and got the Pacers their first
also, it's different
championship?
Because, again, this is also different.
That's a different.
This is also different, Terrance, because Tyrese Halliburton was the heartbeat of that team. Literally was hitting game winners. You was not seeing that from the 2,900 passing.
Let me tell y'all something about Saquon Mega Barkley. Let me say this about Saquon Mega Barkley. His black ass did not show up in the Super Bowl. They shut his ass down.
Why isn't Jalen Hurts black ass on the cover of Madden? And why is it Saquon? Because I was the nigga that willed this team to the Super Bowl.
Terrell, come on. He had the amazing play. Don't do that. Madden's a bunch of
Terrance, he had an amazing
Madden is all about get with. You know that. Come on. You know why he's on it.
I'm the biggest Jalen Hurts hater. Love him as a man. Love him as a brother.
Love him as a man.
I'm a hater of him on the field.
I absolutely cannot stand him. Come on, what are we talking about?
Absolutely respect him as a man. He is doing it right.
I'm papoose in the car with the freestyle.
Terrance, you look like Solo, boy.
Evil Knievel. I could never fuck with Eagles.
Niggas.
I mean, with different peoples.
Bring four.
Me and Clarissa courtside in the mister.
You Come on, I actually got a dope topic that I feel like we should talk about next. Fuck it. 30 interesting facts about Gen Z that will blow millennials' minds.
Okay.
Nigga, you a millennial. Just for clarity.
Nothing about them will blow my mind.
All right, bet. Okay. Just for clarity. Gen Z is generally defined as anyone born between the years 1997 and 2012. The older Gen Zers are in their mid to late 20s, college grads, early career, starting families.
Okay.
The younger Gen Zers are still in school, middle, high school age. Just to give you perspective on like the age group. We working with people up to the earliest, the oldest group in Gen Z is 28 years old now. 28. Right? So
Unk.
Low key, y'all getting there.
Not even low key. I've been Unk for 2 years now. I was 28 when I first heard
the facts about them millennials, bro. It's like it's bad, boy.
All right, back. Come on, stop bullshitting. Give us one.
Right. First one. They don't know life without smartphones. Most Gen Zers never had a pre-smartphone childhood. Some even had iPads before they could walk.
I would say our generation don't know life without smartphones either.
Yes, we do, Terrance.
Terrell, no, you didn't. I hate when we try to get this off. If you are OG 90 baby, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You between 91 and 95. You can't say you grew up without a cell phone. I mean,
you can say you grew up in a look, Tanner, it didn't say you didn't have it. It says never had a pre-smartphone childhood. You did have a pre-smartphone.
Childhood. Yeah. I thought you said they don't know life without a phone.
No. Without smartphones. And even when we got phones, we had the
smartphone,
the Razor flip.
Okay, I feel you.
Right?
Because I feel like
the nigga lost already.
No, look, we had smartphones when it was time to have life. You know?
Yes.
Right when we were supposed to be living our life,
iPhone
your
4,
black ass
5,
got an iPhone. Y'all say, I was a young.
Adolescent.
Listen, people say I was young. I used to ride my scooter. I didn't have a smartphone. Motherfucker, these kids ride scooters too and have a smartphone. There's nothing wrong with that.
Like these motherfuckers not sitting in the Applebee's and can't even eat they
It's Crew?
2 for 2.
It's Crew?
Crew's he's different from the normal.
You
Terrance.
sound like every parent.
I swear he different. Terrance, it is a fact. Most of
every
these
parent
kids
gonna say
have
their kids
iPads.
not on phones. My kid does a scooter and we do a 30-minute phone.
Terrance, you can't look at Crew and think he's the normal status quo, bro. Terrance, he's not. That's one thing I do take my hat off. Me and Gigi spent
look,
2 years.
Now he's getting personal how parents get.
No, this is what
Ain't
I'm
nobody
saying.
talking about your baby.
No, what I'm saying is don't look at Crew like the status quo, bro. These kids
I'm
kids
saying,
are being raised on iPads. And this generation
there are a lot of kids, Terrell. I ain't gonna go back and forth with it.
You lost already at 1. Your mind is blown.
I'm not. I cooked.
They consider email formal. That's number 2. They consider Gen Z sees email as corporate speak. Want to reach them? Try DM.
Nah, yeah. I mean, I'm a little Gen Z issue with that too. Damn, you gonna email me? This is legit. Yeah.
When you're doing all of the back end stuff,
Yeah.
your email, it does feel a lot more formal. And you come from the millennial side. Number 3, they grew up with YouTube as a teacher. You inherited YouTube as a teacher. You grew up and learned how to tie your shoe the regular way. You learned how to tie the regular way. You didn't say, oh, I have this outlet that literally will show you how to do anything. Let me just go and search.
Yeah, they have their parents saying, what you gotta do? Let's go to YouTube.
All of us. It's us that's going to YouTube. Number 4, they'll ghost a job like it's Tinder. And I love this
That is
about
so
their
true.
generation. It says, nice 2-week notice for Gen Z. If it's toxic, they're out. Just like that. And them motherfuckers are like that, bro. That's the one thing
But
about
you know what?
their
That's a
generation.
horrible reflection on the new leaders of. That's a horrible reflection.
On us as
Sonny
leader.
will not be that. That's a bad reflection on parents.
It's a bad reflection on the generation of leadership that
Or-
is employing people, basically.
You
Which
know
is
what
us.
that says? I feel like that means we was raised, and this gonna sound like cocky or arrogant or whatever y'all gonna say. I feel like we was raised by more leaders, and that generation is raised by more workers, more people who went to work, who go to work every damn day themselves. So I don't think they're gonna teach their kids to really give a fuck about certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we went from being taught.
Oh, I think they're going to be better leaders than we are, though. I think they're going to create better work environments, better places
That's a different
to
combo,
work
but you're right.
than we are.
But I don't think they was raised with the notion that, oh, you need to put your 2-week notice in, and then that's how I was raised. I feel like that's a dead thing
their
now.
generation,
Leave.
you're not giving them the credit they.
And this not me shitting on them. I'm saying they just don't. Yeah, they weren't raised
not
with.
giving them the credit they deserve for
that.
literally bucking that trend. That they became the generation that were not taught that. They was we not taking your bullshit. They were the
I'll
first.
give it to 'em if you
Think
wanna
about it,
give 'em that.
We still kind of believed in that you grow up, get a good job, eventually retire, get.
Terrell, we talking about putting in a 2 weeks. What are you talking about?
Terrance, no, we talking about the fact that
You said they'll leave a job soon. 2-week notice.
They will
No
get the-
way.
I just feel like the way they look at employment different than us.
I
think
know
it
what
speaks to that.
conversation you're having.
I think it speaks to that. Anyway, let's keep going.
I was talking about the actual topic. Hey,
Number 6, they think Facebook is for old people. I think we already know this.
we're all there.
Yeah. They're the most radically and ethnically diverse generation in U.S. history. Over 48% of them are non-white, and most of them grew up around diversity being the norm. They are the first generation, they're the largest population of a generation that has diversity as just, it's normal for it to be a bunch of people in here that are from different backgrounds. That's how crazy the U.S. is, too. I think that's a U.S. stat.
I'm not really so surprised at that. Like, these are supposed to be ones that shock me, right?
Yeah,
Not
bro,
shocked.
that's shocking.
How? It's like, makes sense. Like, it makes sense. Yeah, you're right, but that makes sense. You know? Shocking? No. But understood? Yes.
I think we all do this, but it says they treat TikTok like Google. I feel like we all do that kind of now.
They definitely go into TikTok before we go to Google, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm still going to Google. They're not going to Google at all. They are literally going to TikTok. That's the difference.
Because why would I go to Google to get scared half to death by WebMD or to Google search some shit when I can go on TikTok and literally see people posting about it, people posting symptoms, people posting cures, people posting how to.
All my millennials probably do the same thing as you go to the Google, you search something, and then you end up saying, I'm gonna go to TikTok. Like the youth kicks in late.
Gen Z consumes 90% of their content in vertical portrait mode
Of the phone.
Whatever.
Because
Yeah.
it's on the phone.
because they're watching reels, shorts.
But
stuff on
I don't
YouTube.
think that's just for Gen Z. I think that's for everybody. I don't think you got the millennials that's like, yo, I need this to be wide. I think we've all kind of had to conform to what's in our hand, which is a vertical phone. But
But
even
see,
though I
just like-
talked to my HVAC dude had a note, he had me sign. The way he, I was like, oh, this sweet as fuck. I'm about to get a different phone.
Oh, he had the.
He
you
had
said he had
the-
a note, as in the.
It wasn't even a
Samsung.
look. I asked him if it was a note. He said, no, this is the S25. I was like, hold up, damn,
Hell yeah.
20.
Have you seen the new Z Fold? Can't
Oh
lie, that
my
joint is sweet.
God, Apple, come on.
If they had iMessage, I would 100%.
They do have iMessage. Terrell,
I don't want your VPN downloaded iMessage.
Terrell, no dead ass. You can download iMessage as a downloadable app. if you have an Apple ID, you can legit text via your Apple ID.
Okay, but if I don't have my phone, if I don't have my Apple phone no more, I'm not gonna have Apple ID. Well, I still have my laptop.
Can you text a nigga from your laptop? Yes. Can you text a nigga from your iPad? Yes.
Damn, yeah. You right.
But now you got a Z Fold. And guess what's gonna come to your phone? Zing, from your iMessage. But you got a Z Fold. You ain't see I Am Speed with the...
Yeah. I've been seeing all the celebrity joints. That's what made me want it.
Bro, I'm telling you, if y'all ain't seeing it, Apple really slowly starting to lose grip on this shit. That new glass shit they put out is sweet, but I mean, it's still an iOS update.
As they get the bigger, we have more market. Go look at my Apple video again.
Come on, do your next joint.
We're not worried about any of you motherfuckers with your folds.
Y'all need to put out a fucking fold. Stop putting out the damn same phone every year.
You gonna be in line to get it?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I ain't.
Wait until we tap into the one you got and start making that home button not work.
That's the bullshit. They still paying that lawsuit back.
All right, bet. I'm not gonna read all of these. But they don't watch music videos like we do. Unless it's a viral TikTok moment, music videos is not a cultural event to them like it once was for us.
That's because we used to get the song with the music video in a way that was like when I first heard Chris Brown run it. It was the video. It was number 1 on 106 in Park for the next weeks. And hot songs used to be measured by hot videos sometimes. Sometimes you had a hot song because the video was so dope.
I'll never forget Andre 3000, perm hair, green shirt, suspenders.
Yes.
Or
Missy Elliott's career was, without the music videos, it's not the same career.
It's not the same. Busta Rhymes too. It's not the same.
Not the same.
Even artists that I love, like Kendrick.
Not the same without the music videos.
Like, you know?
Yeah.
But they don't look at it that way.
That's true.
And that's something to think about for
it me. Is. A lot of these young artists that are out here do not have so many videos. They got a lot of music.
It's a lot of people that probably still think, man, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And I think you should start it. But I also think you should think about what you're doing. And think about if you need to start a YouTube channel for it. Or if you just need to take that joint to the socials. And do it there. They're the burnout generation, but younger. Teens are already talking about work-life balance and hustle culture.
Nah, yeah, they definitely got too much going on. There's so many opportunities for them, it's easy to feel burnt out.
Nah, yeah.
Of course, everybody saw the news about Hulk Hogan. If you don't know who Hulk Hogan is, he's a wrestler. He's actually one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. But
he was
also, a very documented, racist
piece of shit
person. And it's funny because I told Terrell, my favorite action figure when I was growing up was a Hulk Hogan. And I was a Hulk Hogan fan my whole life growing up, watching wrestling. So when we found out about some of that stuff, I told I watched Hogan Knows Best.
Yeah, his show.
Start knowing the man's family. I ain't know. And you could have put two and two together. You think about stuff. Mm-hmm. I didn't think about some of the things.
You were young, too.
When I was young. Yeah.
I was going to say, you were young.
He was young. All I'm going to say is the response to his death has been one that's very eye-opening. I told Terrell, it seems like, put it like this, y'all. We got a cancel culture now where when you say stuff and you let people and you disrespect people, they don't forget that. You know what I'm saying? They stop supporting you. They stop rocking with you. And I told Terrell, we starting to see that go beyond death. We used to see people respect death. We used to see people hate you while you're here and respect the dead. You respect the dead. That used to be a thing. Now it seems like, people are a lot more inclined to make fun of the dead. And this goes, of course, far before Hulk Hogan.
I really think it started with the Queen. When the Queen died, that was when the Queen of... Remember the Queen died and everybody was making hella jokes? Not even that. Kevin Samuels.
Like, people were just saying stuff like, oh, I didn't really rock with her, or she said certain things that brought me the wrong way. It made me think about artists like Kanye West and Dave Chappelle and certain artists that have offended people on a different level. And like all of us have a certain untimely demise that's going to come, and we're going to have to see the public response. And I'm thinking, let's say, what do we grab from the Hulk Hogan situation? And my thing is, I don't have a problem with people who struggle to show respect to somebody who didn't show respect to them or their people while they was here. I kind of understand where that person's coming from.
I'll do 100%.
But then I'm also a person that respects the dead, bro.
I feel like
where
if
you
you
at from
treated
it?
us like shit while you was here, I don't give a damn when you die. And I don't care that people are talking trash about you, especially if you was racist as fuck. And you were so MAGA before you died that it's like,
I'll say this.
You can't expect these people to have sympathy for you when it's life shit that changed behind what y'all... Think about it. You're racist as fuck, and then you're super MAGA. Now we dealing with this shit. That was your last hoorah, was the... You know?
Well, I feel like we kind of...
Last time you was... My bad. It's me.
You good.
Oh, damn, I actually need to move that. But the last time you was on a WWE stage, if I'm not mistaken, you got booed off after the RNC. Like... He just definitely went down a bad path, and honestly, this is like I said, this is the generation that don't give a fuck about respect.
But I feel
that.
like
it's like, you know what? You was a piece of shit. We're not celebrating you. You're done.
This is where I have an issue with it, y'all, and I don't really necessarily have an issue with that. I agree that you don't need to show sympathy for somebody who you feel like was disrespectful, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I also feel like it's a certain level of disrespect you saying, I don't give a fuck that you died because you was... Not that you feel that way. You can feel that way. Saying it takes it... Like what we doing now, where, like you said, it's jokes being thrown. It's fuck them. It's celebration of death. I just think that's a bad trend to start, y'all.
We live in a...
Like you saying, we living in a world where they don't give a fuck, but your low key is that's such a great thing because... One thing you can expect is that boomerang to go around, you know?
Sure, and it does.
And I think that's going to be a very ugly world to live in, y'all. Y'all don't think so? Yeah. A very ugly world to live in where we, it's nothing wrong with us feeling it, Terrell. I just think.
But we're not living in anything new. And we didn't start this. We're not the generation that started this. You live in a post Trayvon Martin, post Mike Brown, post George Floyd era.
Even in them
where
moments.
Those people died, and look at how they talk about it. They say George Floyd, they still to this day are making George Floyd memes. They make fun of Mike Brown when he died.
Terrell, you bringing up Terrell, but you're bringing up shit like, done from like hateful people. We're not talking about...
No, but what I'm saying
like,
is...
I get that, but two wrongs don't make a right. We talking about...
Okay.
Two wrongs don't make a right. You bringing up what they did, and that was fucked up, but...
So we shouldn't do it. Even though they're still making George Floyd jokes. We shouldn't say, fuck this nigga, he was racist, and we don't care that he died. We should have respect. But George Floyd, who wasn't even racist, because that's the thing, just don't be a piece of shit in real life, and niggas won't talk about you when you die. It's that simple. It's not like the nigga was falsely accused of some shit, and now everybody kicking his back in because he's falsely accused.
I don't think that.
If you'll be a piece of shit in real life, the answer isn't everybody to show compassion.
Nah.
The answer is don't be a piece of shit, Kanye or whoever. If you want to disrespect people while you alive because you on your mental health, you're famous and got too much fucking money and now you're just spiraling, that's on you when you die and people now disrespect you. You wore a diamond swastika chain. Terrance, niggas are going to talk bad about him when he died.
I say fuck Hulk Hogan all day while he was living. Getting the news that he died, it's just not in my heart as a person to go, yeah.
Yeah.
That's just me, y'all. And I'm thinking... You might tweet that, but it might also not be in your heart like that. So that's why I'm thinking
that's true.
The trend of us getting on our social media and we doing stuff that y'all know damn well you wouldn't speak like that in front of your grandmother or parents because you even know they would say, hey, yo, fuck them. But you low-key speaking in a way that's very like, y'all don't believe in like karma coming back.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
it is crazy.
What if your grandmother is not a nice person at the job? What if your mom is not everybody's favorite coworker, but she's still your mother?
Terrance,
but low-key, it's fuck her.
So we're supposed to what? Think about
Terrell.
Hogan's family and kids that he had. He had a father.
I'm saying, okay, we could say fuck his folks.
But they probably racist too. He told his, your wife was cool with you.
His daughter left the family because she said, fuck it, I'm down with the Brown.
All right, bet. So it's not fuck everybody, but it's at least
all I'm saying is, I'm not saying that we don't say fuck Hulk Hogan, y'all. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is some of the ways that I see people acting on the internet post the death of somebody that they didn't like, we're past a certain level of keeping it clean. Now, it's a trending topic. people talking about this. And all I'm telling y'all is to say this. I'm shooting from way back full court with this one. I just think this is going to start a bad trend of things because, Terrell, we live in a time period now where a lot more people getting canceled. A lot more, I don't fuck with them. There's a lot more people you don't rock with. And it's going to be a lot more celebrations today. We saw it happen with Kevin Samuels. You felt that way with Kevin Samuels. You was like, yo, he disrespected shorties when he was in.
Kevin Samuels' death being celebrated the way it was.
He disrespected
they
shorties.
Celebrated this nigga like he was a racist. Like he was saying
Terrell,
shit
some people felt the pain.
Kevin Samuels was holding people accountable, and he was very honest, and sometimes it got a little performative. But like, you women was calling in, like, you knew that was a part of his bit. That's like saying Dave Chappelle was a raging this. It's like a comedian, but he did disrespect people. So I understand some people.
But you treating Hulk Hogan like he was a raging.
Terrance, you said
when
what you said about your daughter.
What he said about his daughter was fucked up,
and racism kind of trumps all. To us.
Not for sure, but we talking about raging. What does that mean?
No, what I'm saying, the people that think Dave Chappelle is a raging anti-Semitic or a raging homophobic, when he dies, they will probably be celebrated.
100%.
But again, Dave kind of earns
and the LGBTQ community, I mean.
Yes, he kind of earns.
He's earning money on the backs of telling jokes about them. They 100% are going to tell the jokes when he's gone. And my thing is, you gonna want to celebrate the Dave Chappelle, the one side of it, because one thing I can sympathize with people, I told Terrell this. The nigga Hulk Hogan was one of the biggest wrestlers of all time. Mm-hmm. This is like us finding out that Tom Brady is telling his sons, don't talk to no black girls. And my sweet baby daughter, you don't talk to no blacks. Look, we all now have to say, I was a Tom Brady fan for 20 years, but now fuck him.
Yeah. Some niggas have to do it for R. Kelly.
A lot of people had to do that. But my thing is this. You're not thinking about all of the people that's not going to do that. And when you come out and say fuck them, there's a start of all of this. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're speaking to, Terrance, but I feel like it's already started from years and we've gotten here from that. I don't feel like now that we said fuck Hulk Hogan, now niggas gonna start saying fuck certain people that we think are
I'm just saying, damn,
die.
This was the first person I felt like died. And one thing I will say, death comes in threes. So we lost Theo.
And before that, Ozzy.
Then Ozzy, then Hulk. Hogan.
Okay.
So, this was one of the first deaths that I saw, like, okay, back. Yeah, he did say racist shit. He was racist. And it's like, oh, shit, this shit's showing. It's people not saying anything. It's now people choosing to say, oh, he died. Cha-ching. Yo.
Bro, we got there, though. You can't have
I feel like you're going to have a flat tire when you go outside if you do that. Yo.
I feel like Hulk Hogan earned all of the criticism
God, let's say Hulk Hogan.
You earned it.
I'll say this, y'all.
Talking about you like that because you were a piece of shit in real life.
Let's say Hulk Hogan was on some racist shit, and what he was doing some racist shit, and then he died. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then I could see the celebration. Finding out he was old and dying, and then us celebrating.
Terrance, he was on stage saying, "Oh, we're gonna take America back." Like he was speaking the same bullshit.
He had a heart attack.
You got to remember that. You got to remember Hulk Hogan was on that MAGA stage preaching that.
They
Trump
said he was not doing good
shit. Though. He preached the Trump shit so hard that when he came back, go search Hulk Hogan's last appearance on the WWE.
Yeah,
he's doing a wrestling bit. You're doing your bit. Listen up, CM Punk, whatever. I don't know if it was CM Punk in the ring. I forget who it was. When his music came on, niggas was hype. It's his music. You know his music.
Yes, man.
But
can't be a fan of him no more.
When he came out and got to talking, it was slow, like small boos, and then it became like you can't even hear Hulk Hogan because the crowd is booing. And everybody that watch wrestling know if they just start shouting shit. I showed you the Roman Reigns clip. When they start screaming, sometimes you can't say shit, or you have to respond to what they're saying. So I feel like that's the crowd that adores you and they booed you in your home.
I'm not sitting here fighting for whether he was racist or not, y'all. I'm just sitting here saying that the response, I'm going to be probably the only one that says it. I think we getting a little carried away with some of the way we tweeting and we saying stuff, but I don't think that some of us really would.
Nah, Tej, yeah, you come from a generation of respect, and you are not wrong about how we do anything about that because people.
I'm right with y'all. I don't fuck with them, but like, hold up, I'm not about to get on my. You know what's fucked up? If I get on my Twitter and say fuck Hulk Hogan, this and that, you gonna have a whole bunch of motherfuckers hitting me like, wow, you have a platform. Is that not true, Terrell?
No,
I feel like me and you say stuff and we.
When you respond and say that motherfucker said fuck Nick, said fuck blacks, only get this one, at least get a nigger that's a athlete, then what they gonna say back? Well, but I mean, that's why people had to come out and say, yo.
Nah, yeah, that was fucked up.
I don't fuck with Hulk Hogan the person. I was just a big fan of the character. Didn't even know he was like you had to say in the beginning. You grow up as a fan of this nigga, then you had to realize you can't be a fan of the nigga no more because you know. And you're right though, T.
I'll end it with this though.
I would say that you are just on the opposite side of it. You right about how people gotta be a little bit more karma conscious and like conscious of like how we just be saying shit now.
Nah, yeah.
Not thinking about like, yo, you saying some big words out of your mouth. Like the tongue is powerful.
Yeah.
So
that's I don't want none of that to come back in y'all backyard. That's my only thing. I don't want none of that coming back to y'all. One thing I will say to the Hulk Hogan fans, or the people that think this is bullshit, or the Joey Swoles out there that just can't really understand why people are. And he sound crazy as shit talking about maybe you should go talk to one of the other colored.
Yeah, what the fuck?
What the fuck are you talking about?
This is why you can see some people.
Got us looking at your video like.
Yes, because
I'm about to make my video my head backwards.
You look like the black version of him mixed with You do the hip hop version.
Joey Swole, come on, bro. I was actually a fan of what you do, but I didn't like that. But let me tell you this to the Hulk Hogan folks. I saw a girl tweet, I didn't know Hulk Hogan was as racist as he was until today. And honestly, that's a lot of people who are fans of his reality. You know? A lot of us black folks, we saw and heard that. Yeah, we never forgot that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are just a Hulk Hogan fan, seeing that type of reaction was probably like, what the fuck? Let me tell y'all this. I want you to imagine a black boy whose one of his first action figures was a Hulk Hogan, right? And then that red and yellow reminded him of his favorite football team. You feel me? That was his favorite one. Like, and then I got the stretchable joint. Look, now I reveal it's me. Yeah. Then I got the stretchable joint.
I remember.
Bro, I almost had 4 Hulk Hogans. That was my guy, bro. I used to play with Hulk Hogan on the game. I used to look at Hulk Hogan like a legacy guy. If you ask me my favorite GOAT, I wouldn't say Mick Foley. I wouldn't say Rock, because Rock was my current. Like, Stone Cold Steve Austin was my current. I would say Hulk Hogan the GOAT.
We gonna play with the oldies. We was unlocking Bret Hart. We was unlocking Mick Foley. We was unlocking Hulk Hogan. We was unlocking, like, Camacho Man Randy Savage. Like,
we were
from the
eras.
Yeah.
And Hulk Hogan was my guy. As hard as it may be to like see the reaction to the way people, you know, well, I'll say this. As hard as it might be to see the way people are reacting to his death, imagine how hard it was to be a fan and love somebody for like 20 years. You watch his show after wrestling. He comes back to wrestling. And then you find out that the real him, the guy that's not Hulk Hogan, the guy that's the actual version of him that goes home, he don't fuck with you. You the nigga who would be in the running to talk to his daughter. Because his daughter probably my age now. He feel that way about you. You had his games, you had his action figures, you had all of that. Y'all got to stop acting like these motherfuckers need to give you something because, oh, he just died and, oh, we should pay respects. Because I get that. You know what I'm saying? We should respect the dead. But the people that feel the disrespect don't have to say shit because look at what we went through. I don't give a fuck about them. I might not like the way my people acting because I don't want people talking about my people in that type of way.
Yeah, you a Michelle Obama nigga. You a let's go high nigga.
We should go high because, yeah, we actually took the worst L though, y'all. I know, you know, it's a sad thing that he passed away. But I think it was even sadder finding out what he said when I was after being a fan of him for years.
So you just now found out that he was racist?
No, I found out when when the shit hit the fan. All I'm saying is,
you're talking about for the people that
I'm talking for the people who
he died and that he's racist versus you being a fan and having to find out. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Imagine you just found out that he was this, but then imagine the guy that found out after years of being a fan that he just don't like black people.
Yeah,
it's like, oh damn, like not he's just whatever. Oh, he don't like us. Damn.
Nah, yeah, I mean,
we can move on from that though.
Yeah, we should do the T app. One of the things that took the TL for a storm this week was this T app that came out for the ladies. Did you hear about it, Terrance?
I did, and it's funny. I heard about it, but I didn't get too much,
Nah, yeah, I'll give you the skinny on it, right? Because I was like, all right, bet. Like, what is this T app all about? Whatever, right? Because all I heard was basically women can get it and they can upload information, whatever. I'll give you the skinny, just the real skinny on the T app, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, I know what it is, but I know what it is.
Yeah.
But if there's T on your man,
it's out there.
It's out there.
So this is an app that was started in 2023 by this dude named Sean Cook, right? He saw his mom, whatever, go through something, so he decided to create this app, right? That joint surged to be the #1 lifestyle app on the U.S. Apple stores in July 2025, this past month. It's not a dating app. Instead, women use it to anonymously post reviews and warnings about men they've dated, labeling them with red flags or sharing positive green flags. The conflict with the app is the fact that women can upload a photo, usually your dating profile pic, a selfie of you, and the app has this AI that's called a catfish finder. And it will literally just do a reverse image search, background check, scan for criminal records, marriage status, all of that before your first date. So if you're going to go on a first date with somebody, you can put them in there, and if they're married or a sex offender or whatever, basically you could get that with a reverse search. The conversation on the TL was two things. It was a lot of men feel like it's a invasion of privacy, it's a dangerous thing because it could lead to this and that. A lot of women and some men, well, a lot of people on both sides, I'm not going to just say genders, but a lot of people, some feel like it's a benefit to women, and if you're not a creep, you shouldn't be worried about this. So the question is, what side of it do you fall on?
I feel like if you got T out there, that's gonna be. You shouldn't be able to be put on an app. If your T is able to be put on an app, then you just a nigga that moves wild or moves waste. I feel like in my heyday, you wouldn't see me on a T app because I feel like all right, bet.
Well, let me ask you this: you've had breakups that may not have ended the best, right?
Yeah.
Let's say one of them girls was to go on the app and just trash you. You have your own experience with the relationship.
That's different.
So, like, a lot of people talking about that. Just as simple as maybe that's somebody not calling you
somebody's not
criminal
saying that I'm out here up to no good or there's T on this person. The T app, I guess, is just.
It's in a sense like a Yelp review for you almost. Like, imagine one of your girl you dealt with before.
Yeah.
Upload one of your pictures. Because think about it. You post your pictures. So it's not really like they getting your info.
Yeah.
They put in your name and your whatever in your picture. Imagine she do that and she trashing you. He's terrible in a relationship. He's this and that and that. Now, granted, you got your own experience. They don't know your side. But it creates this big preconceived notion that you this way and you have no defense. You don't even know. You could literally not even know what happened. And it could not even be true about you. But now it's being marketed to all these different women that you're this monster.
I just kind of feel like stories tell themselves in a way. I'm not trying to sound like a nigga podding y'all, but low key, I just kind of feel like there was a T app before there was a T app. Does that make sense? Like in the world, there was T on Terrell already. Now that it's in this public place, me as a man, I'm not like, oh, wow, we at a disadvantage because low-key, the T app was already the T app. It used to be called the Grapevine. Old nigga days.
But it was never a forum. Come on now.
It was never a forum.
Subject to the fact that it was through the Grapevine. So don't take this all the way as fact.
Terrell, the anonymity is still there. Nobody told you who said what. You just heard a girl you might meet say, I heard you was this. Are you going to say what?
These girls can go up that joint.
I'm not saying it's different, Terrell.
Like a camaraderie.
I'm not saying it's different. It's just happened already. What you seeing on there has already been a thing.
It is. In terms of the conversations being had, yes.
That's why I say as a man,
I don't. Forum though. It's this is the number one downloaded lifestyle app. That's what's dangerous about it too. It's like spreading like wildfire.
Well, this is my thing. Motherfuckers are embarrassing these days. That's all I'm gonna say. And I will get up here and admit that if anybody wants to take a little extra step of precaution before diving deep into somebody, I think a lot of those people that you see downloading that T app are searching people and then not finding they person and being like, I bet, versus the people that are getting on there and finding real bullshit. And if you are, I think even that's a benefit. The girl that gets on there, I'll definitely tell Sonny to get on the T app. Yeah, we putting bruh name on the T app. Yeah. Because if he's got, and then this is what I say, y'all. I feel like you got to kind of pick and choose what's on the T app. Let's say you think about talking to a shorty, she on the T app, and it's a dude saying,
no, T, this is a women's only app.
So there's no men T.
Only for women. You have to verify that you're a woman by uploading a picture of yourself.
Wow, that kind of sucks that it's a woman only thing, but I guess we would just have to make a man joint. But when you really think about it,
trying to give niggas the whole, because it's actually a
it doesn't
benefit
it really
for
doesn't,
women if you look at it.
That's what it's a benefit. I don't see the bad in it. Is my point. I mean, even though there's no men,
the bad part is what we were saying though, because narratives can spread that are false, and that is dangerous.
A narrative is going to spread if it's false either way. I don't know what my ex is out there saying about me. Do I think it's all good?
She not saying it on a number one app in the world.
Terrell, but this is my thing. Let's say she choose to do that. It's no different than her telling everybody she knowing her whatever. Now let me ask you this. Is it if you have the most craziest story, then your post will get liked by a bunch of people? Or is it just for the people that ask and inquire about a Terrell? Then that means somebody up, soon as the AI sees you, whoever says something about you, it comes up.
Yes.
It's low-key the same as when a girl said, I just met this nigga that work at Fridays. He's got a big-ass head. Oh, Terrell? Oh, yeah, he.
But she would have to meet my ex.
Or just network.
And
Girls network.
I feel like if you did meet somebody that I used to mess with and we talk, I still have my side of the story to explain my case and still have a shot at the girl.
You got your side of the story versus
this app, T, is going to eliminate your opportunity before it even start, though, in some cases. Sometimes for things that may not be true, and that's the only issue I have with it.
I feel that.
I like the fact that women have a place to go where they can see if some bullshit out there, because some niggas are creeps, some niggas they have records, some niggas lie, and I think it's an amazing thing to have. But they already had a breach where they lost hella shit.
Y'all know we watch Pop the Balloon. So, Terrell, what I'll tell you is this. I see a lot of chicks that seem like they pop premature. You know? I think women have way more reasons to immediately pop their balloon. I think a man feels a woman out a little bit more. I think women have a quicker trigger because, Brody, there's some creep-ass niggas out here.
Yeah.
So, one thing I'll say is, I like the T-app in the regards that it's going to be able to help them weed out the creeps. I get what you're saying about not liking the narratives that are spread about you, but then I'm also a nigga that just kind of feels like, you know,
your ass would be on the app getting killed probably by some joints in your past that have a story about you, and we got to hear your side. But if you were in the dating pool, people wouldn't think about.
I want y'all to think about how many women you might have talked to, and all of a sudden, shorty ghost you, and you were like, "Damn, I don't know what it was." She could have got word from somebody that was fake or some bullshit about you, and you just missed that opportunity. My thing is, fellas, do not hang your head so hard on this damn app and think that you doomed if you pop up on this app, because guess what? Motherfuckers be hating, especially your ex. You ask my ex right now some shit about me, I guarantee she probably gonna say some fuckboy shit. I don't give a fuck. But if Terrance, I'm such a horrible ass person,
you saying that though, but you not being blasted on the app.
But this my thing. Let my ex go blast me on the app right now. To my ex right now. Go blast me on the ex on my app right now. Look where I'm at right now. Moved past you. Let niggas talk. They gonna talk before.
But I feel like you would be mad and want to respond.
I might be.
You would want to respond, and I feel like you are owed that response if somebody trashing you and you have another side. right?
But that's my thing too. If I pop up on a T app, I just don't even want to see this shit.
Yeah, honestly, like when I saw this joint, I was like,
Scam me, y'all. Scam me, see if I pop up on that joint. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I honestly don't give a fuck what they say. Don't give a fuck what none of you say. Make the stories up if you want. I do not give a fuck. Look where I'm at.
I feel like you saying that because you already in a place where you're not even trying to date no more. You out the game, so it's easy to say that. But if you're somebody in the dating pool, you might look at it different.
This my
you
thing.
already out the game, nigga.
Well,
of course you don't care.
Because this is my thing.
You're not trying to get girls
on,
to like you.
If you get on the T app, it's like going through a phone. I'll be wrong, right or wrong. You either don't get on it and just roll with a vibe, or you get on it and, like you say, Terrell, you expect to see a bad thing. You're not getting on the T app and going.
You hoping your person don't even show up.
You hoping your person don't show up, and if it do, it's gonna be some bad stuff. And my thing is like, there's nobody probably on that T app, and then you click their name and it's the girl saying he was this, he was great. This girl saying he was great. Are there good reviews, or is this just an app where motherfuckers are salty to talk shit about?
People say, but no, y'all. What if a nigga start off nice, right? He starts off nice, takes you out for dinner, whatever, and then on a whatever, he take your money and leave, or he do this and leave.
Now that's a good
like
T app, yeah.
Or he dangerous, or he'll try to, grape you. He'll try to,
Nah, yeah.
That's why the app, to me, I don't think is all the way a bad thing. Cause I like that women have that.
But you don't like the fact that it could be a narrative on a man who can't defend himself from that.
I feel like it's a good idea, but it's
just
dangerous.
an app though.
And you know what, T? This is the real conversation. This is the same issue I have with the niggas that beat up the pedophiles, right?
He talking about the niggas that get.
Have y'all seen the niggas that will just beat the life out of a pedophile on in a 7-Eleven?
Yeah,
they'll follow him and they'll say, "Yo, you was trying to meet a 14-year-old boy." Yeah, and I get it, right?
They ended up getting found out that they were paying people $100 to fake like they were a pedophile. We'll give you $500 if you let us smack you around for content.
Okay, see, that's my issue.
That was a real thing.
That is the issue that I have with the T app, because it poses like it's this safety thing for women started by this guy. But we got a $15 membership where if you want to get the real details.
Oh, I see the games he play.
Get the $15 membership and do that.
I see the games he play.
Here's my thing, T.
I see the games he play.
I'm going to let Calico get his shit off. I feel like I can see exactly what this is. The same way with the pedophile thing. Y'all trying to go viral. Y'all don't really give a fuck that he's messing with young
Y'all
kids.
don't give a fuck about
because
getting these women in tea.
You will be turning them into the cops. It will be a dead-ass serious thing. This is for content. The same thing with the T app. You don't give a fuck about these girls' safety. You made an app that was a great idea until you really think about it. Because that's what I think about the T app. It's a great thing for women to have the safety, but it has all of the dangers of a not well thought out idea.
But this the thing.
Because we can say this other side of it.
The world was built on those ideas. Social network. You sound just like people talking to him about his idea.
Sure.
And you're right. It started with a great idea, but it did become evil.
Terrell,
what do I tell you?
I don't think Facebook started off posing as a safe haven when it's really a money pit. Like, or like justice.
Terrell, but you can't. But you just gave him credit for the safe haven. You can't tell him that you know what he up to, but also give him credit for it being a safe haven.
I feel like two things. I feel like
two things can be true. But you can't make 2 points.
The reason why I don't. Yes, you can.
2 things can be true, but you can't make 2 points. It's cold in here. It's hot in here. Hold up.
I said this is dope because women have this as a tool. But Terrance, you know what the real tea is? This motherfucker hitting the lick. Cause y'all, if he could get enough people to sign up.
Which one do you value more? The safe haven aspect that the women get to see if somebody's a fucking predator and they get backstory.
Terrance, I told you.
Or do you?
I like it. I don't like the app. I like that the women have a safe place to go, but I just can't like it all the way because it's got all the other implications on the other side. It's got all of the other weight from the other side. And y'all had a weak-ass system. They had breached. They lost 70,000 members. Niggas' pictures got leaked.
Damn yeah.
Anyway, shout out to y'all if you have the app and use it. I feel like, fellas, you shouldn't even really be worried about it if you don't really have T out there.
Fellas, even if you got T, you shouldn't even worry about that because we all got T out there that,
yeah,
somebody could say, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think that we all got tea that's like, oh, he's a abuser or something like that. I'm not talking about that. But like,
you might have a salty X up there.
Come on. I can get on a couple T apps.
That's gonna be probably more common than the actual criminals and stuff. It's gonna be people that are jaded from relationships and stuff that's gonna be up there just doing that. I feel like that's gonna be the majority of it.
One thing that I've wanted to say on this podcast for a minute, y'all. Being yourself. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not even gonna get on that because I'm gonna get on a soapbox.
What?
All I'm gonna say is, you gotta have an organic. The choices that you make in life gotta be organic, yo. Like, you can't. I'm talking about like Randy Jackson because I got the hat on backwards, dude.
You look like that's a shirt he would wear,
dude. I'm not really feeling the melody.
And this is a millennial joke.
I'm not really feeling the.
This is a millennial thing.
Yeah, Randy Jackson. Who is that?
Gen Zers, the niggas at 28, they don't know what the fuck you talking about.
A 28-year-old nigga didn't watch American Idol? What the fuck was you doing, nigga?
You know what also I learned about Gen Z? They don't value The Office like we do. You know how we say The Office is a classic?
Office is a classic, yeah. Well, you watch that now, they're like...
They don't have the same...
Damn, it was a period I was watching The Office.
It was actually a list of 30 things on the list. We could do more.
All I'm gonna say, y'all, the one thing that scares me about the T app is you're gonna rob yourself of a real dating experience, because are you really dating somebody if when you meet them, they can't even have a good first impression on you? You gonna go read what other people say about them, and then you gonna tally them up to what other people say. Okay, good luck.
That's true.
Hope you find somebody that everyone liked but didn't want, but left good notes for you.
Again, the app is about dodging bullets, y'all. The app is about red flags. The app isn't about, oh, this nigga has drama.
And that's why I feel like
you're about finding out if a nigga's a danger to you. The app, ladies, you should get this app. Low key, it's something that men probably gonna be mad about, but ladies, I would tell the women in my life to get that app if they were still dating. Fuck it. You know why? What if you save yourself? I would rather you save yourself from being assaulted and remember that for the rest of your life or some shit. I'd rather you...
Ladies, that's going to be your... Ladies, that's going to be your striking vipers. Don't do it. It's going to be your striking vipers. Do you know my mother? We logged into the Nanny app when we was at mom's house, right? We logged into the Nanny. So mom hits me like 2 days later like, I just got a notification. I hit it, and I can see Sonny. Sonny was asleep. I called mom and immediately said, you're going to be logging out of that right now because you're going to drive yourself a little insane.
No, yeah, you're going to always be going
You're going to keep going and looking at that. And
don't think...
Let me tell you something.
Terrance,
the T app is going to be... The T app going to turn into Facetune. Some of y'all... Look, remember Terrell? Facetune came out and was, hey, you know what? I got this blemish right here. Okay, bet I'm about to use this. But then we start seeing people add that into they rap. You're going to see people dating and saying, okay, bet he was nice, T-app. Okay, they was nice, T-app. Damn. All right, look. Shorty, everybody that you dating,
I think
ended
women
up on a
have
T-app.
I think women have
What if you get depressed?
Women can determine bullshit from the app. I feel like it's going to be a lot of bullshit on there, and I feel like women have enough discernment to do that, to figure that out. Ladies, get it at your own risk. This is my advice to you. Tell your friend to get it. And then look, it ain't on your phone, but you can still say, girl, put in Darnell Williams. Look, that's fine. That's fine. As long as you figuring it out.
Like I said, I see both sides of it, y'all. I just think, yo, better be careful with apps like that. Those are apps that you get whatever with.
Look, my car right there.
That motherfucker over there looking at your cop smoking an L like Cleo before her last whatever. I'm about to go get that Mercedes and then I'm gonna go on.
Terrance, you be saying stuff like, oh, this is the best football game ever.
Terrell.
And Brody, that joint has some very bad mechanics.
Terrell.
It's not better than every Madden I've played.
College football, I don't know if you've been seeing, you probably haven't. College football 25 was one thing, and they said college football 26 is completely different. And Brody, think about it. College football 25 was way different than even 26, bro. I literally just watched this dude's video last night.
What you just said on the pod is still good.
It is still good.
Sucking on the day it came out.
Terrell, but you see, this is my thing. You're going to say that to me, But everybody that plays college football 26 did the same thing where they said, hey, it's back. But then they're like, damn, you play the game. I even have tweets where I'm like,
but see, what do you feel about the top comment? One of the top comments being Terrance is exactly why they'll never change the game. Because he'll always just buy the bullshit. Because you said, it doesn't matter, I'll buy it.
No.
What do you have to say about that
They said my take about Angel Reese.
They said Terrance's take about sports games is the reason they will never change it because he will always buy. Because you said you will always buy. I can actually show you. I actually have it.
Oh, why when they said that my sports take, Terrell, I thought they was talking about my cover take. They were talking about me saying that I'll buy every game.
Yeah, Terrance mindset on buying sports games. Shout out to Michael.
Buying sports
Delgado.
games. Oh, this is going in. Okay, bet.
Terrance's mindset on buying sports games is the exact reason why companies will never change or put any effort into their product.
Yeah, y'all, it's true. My mindset on it is true. But look, I was honest in that whatever and said it's because I've been playing for so long. This is another thing, y'all. I have to buy Madden this year. This is the 1 year where we actually have a sweet ass squad, and y'all want me not pick us. We got the sweet unis. We finally good. Of course, this the year we supposed to boycott Madden.
But you see, they talk about the fact that look, you're getting everything that sucks.
No, Trey, trust me. I know. I watch. It's funny. I forget the dude's name. Some of y'all will know exactly who this dude is because it's funny. I got it right here in my history. He does it every year. It's almost like a celebration, Terrell. You've seen his videos before. His Don't Buy Madden. His name on YouTube is Angry Joe Show. He does it every year. Do not buy Madden. And I swear, he almost convinces me every year because Brody. Ooh. What's that? He's hyped to see a man with tats on his phone.
It's just me, Oos. Day one-ish. Y'all ain't watched last week. And look, you know what I love seeing about this? I haven't watched the episode yet.
You can go on Netflix and just watch,
I'm going to go on Netflix and just hit play. I don't know what happened. I just know it's going to see him. I hate when they put too much in the little YouTube joint. Hold up. My nigga didn't get to watch yet.
Stepped all on what I was saying for his fuckboy ass wrestling. Come on, let's sign us out. I don't even remember what I was saying. What's the fucking bringing up the point?
You got an Elroy fit. We was talking about how you
got an Elroy fit. Fuck out of here, boy. Dressed like the nigga from Sinners. What's Delroy Lindo's character from Sinners? That's you, boy. Yeah. Stop thinking about some stories that used to happen back there.
Look at your shirt. Terrance, a nigga will wear this shirt today. Your shirt. Look at this.
This nigga got on a shirt. This nigga dressed like Lance from this nigga dressed like Lance from Best Man.
Why do you have a?
You dress like Trey. You dress like Lance.
Why is your shirt quilted? Lance was a clean.
You're dressed like Lance from Best Man when he found out. Sucked up, dog. I can't believe you did that.
Why is your shirt quilted, boy?
Terrell, this is a fire design. This is
I really hope niggas can see that your shirt is like quilted northern, boy. It's like toilet tissue. Or tire. But it's like it looks like toilet tissue.
I feel like this is
it feels like tire, boy.
If Kendrick wore this at a GNX concert, you niggas would be dick eating.
Nah, it wouldn't look like that. He wouldn't have on. You look
really want to do it?
Speaking of, boy, you look like a GNX seat, boy.
What do you look like? Fuck out of here.
You look like the back seat.
Nigga look like a therapist, boy. You look like you was on blacktherapist.org, boy. Oh yeah, best therapist. You know, we got therapy. You get your therapy in black. We don't give a fuck if that. And you got this brolic Mr. Rogers dressed ass nigga at the front.
You would play you look like you would play DJ Head in a movie about Kendrick's Pop Out.
Speaking of Power, this nigga look like Sean from Power. The most randomest character.
Who you look like, boy? Who you look like?
You look like Sean. You was hitting Tasha in episode 1 like shit. Hey, look. Big shout out to the Ep.262, Wisconsin.
That's right.
Kenosha. No. It's nice to know ya.
Yeah, Kenosha, Sheboygan, West End, right?
The West End.
I got some West Bend. Is it Racine? And then if you live in Waukesha or Waukesha, shout out to y'all.
Here we go.
First of all, that is a random ass part of the United States y'all live in if you live out there. Wisconsin Southeast.
What you got for bar wise for them? Kenosha. or West Bend?
From the West Bend. I don't know, Terrance, take us out with something.
I really don't have anything. Shout out to the area 262. Shout out to you. Happy Tuesday, man. Let's stay safe.
100% pray for this guy. He's traveling this week. Take your vitamin C. Next time.
Sir, we need to get us a deal before you keep telling people to take vitamin C. We ain't got a Mary Ruth's deal.
Nigga, we trying to keep people alive.